The worst of all fears is the fear of living. Do not hit at all if it can be avoided, but never hit softly. A man must think well before he marries. He must be a tender and considerate husband and realize that there is no other human being to whom he owes so much of love and regard and consideration. The insistence upon individual responsibility was, and is, and always will be, a prime necessity. A man does in very fact become fearless by sheer dint of practicing fearlessness when he does not feel it. There were all kinds of things of which I was afraid at first, ranging from grizzly bears to mean horses and gunfighters, but by acting as if I was not afraid I gradually ceased to be afraid. Love of peace is common among weak, short-sighted, timid, and lazy persons, and on the other hand courage is found among many men of evil temper and bad character. Neither quality shall by itself avail. With soul of flame and temper of steel we must act as our coolest judgment bids us. Any man who has met with success, if he will be frank with himself, must admit that there has been a big element of fortune in the success. I had always felt that if there were a serious war I wished to be in a position to explain to my children why I did take part in it, and not why I did not take part in it. Let these innocent people be careful not to invest in corporations where those in control are not men of probity, men who respect the laws. Above all, let them avoid the men who make it their one effort to evade or defy the laws. If I was not going to earn money, I must even things up by not spending it. Each man should have all he earns, but no man should live on the earnings of another, and there should not be too gross inequality between service and reward. But the joy of life is a very good thing, and while work is the essential in it, play also has its place. Books are all very well in their way, but children are better than books. The liberty of the individual has been annihilated by the logical process constructed to maintain it. The room for choice is so limitless that to my mind it seems absurd to try to make catalogues which shall be supposed to appeal to all the best thinkers. I wish to preach, not the doctrine of ignoble ease, but the doctrine of the strenuous life, the life of toil and effort, of labor and strife, to preach that highest form of success which comes. We do not admire the man of timid peace. We admire the man who embodies victorious effort. A mere life of ease is not in the end a very satisfactory life, and, above all, it is a life which ultimately unfits those who follow it for serious work in the world.